Good evening, everyone. Welcome to closing comments here for June 15th. Let's jump right into our charts and see what kicked off the new week. First on the board today, we got our August live cattle. We did see a constructive day here from the bulls. This market tightening up here and putting some pressure up on the mid 240s. We have seen some resistance up in this area in recent weeks, but the bulls are starting off strong here so far, having a nice tight range day, closing above last Friday's high, and starting to put some pressure up here on these sellers in the mid 240s. Good constructive action here right out that gate. The bulls jumping in, pushing higher off that opening range. We did see this thing settle back after retesting 243, but those bulls were able to reload there at that opening range and eventually turn this thing back up, closing the day up there just off of those highs at 243.37. We still have this pocket of sellers waiting overhead that we need to chew through before we can really get comfortable with this rally. This market needs to see some nice strong pushes here between 244 and 245. Chew through all these sellers and start to push them back here above 245. A daily close back above this 245 level and these multi-week highs should get that rally back underway. Wait for a nice strong close back here above 245, and from there we should see this market get pushed up here into the 250s and try and retest those all-time highs. Bulls have a chance to get this uptrend back on track. Need to get a nice strong close back here above these multi-week highs, and we should see this upside get back on track here for this live cattle market. So bulls are starting off strong here so far this week. We want to see them continue to push here with some of this momentum we saw today. We want to see that carry over into tomorrow's session and see them get this ball rolling higher through that 245 area and head back up there towards those all-time highs. Bulls have a chance to strike here as long as they don't run into too much resistance or selling pressure here. We should see that upside continue here for this cattle market. Next up, we got our August feeders on the board. We did see some similar action here today. Prices rallying early, a little bit of balance here early off of that 358 area, but did see a nice strong push up into the close. Finishing the day back above 360. Nice strong close above last week's high. Has the bulls looking like they should be trying to take this feeder market higher. It's not going to be a super easy climb out of here, but the bulls have a chance to start pushing back up here towards 370. Look for these bulls to take this momentum here from today's action into tomorrow's session and keep pushing this market higher. Any sort of bids up here above 362 should see this thing rally up here and try and test some of this mid 360s area. We'll have to wait and see how this market responds tomorrow. But as long as we are trading back here above 360, the bulls have a chance to keep this rally going and get this uptrend back on track here for this feeder market as well. Bulls here in both live and feeder markets need to continue above last week's high, and we should see these uptrends kick back into gear and see if this cattle market can head back towards those all-time highs. Next up, we got our July corn futures on the board. Overnight, we did see this corn market undercut those contract or those prior week lows, printing a new contract low at 406 and a quarter. Nice little rally back up here towards Friday's high, putting some pressure on 417, which is our bull pivot for the week. This market has been pretty beat down here in recent weeks, pretty oversold, pretty overextended here to the downside. We are anticipating a little bit of a relief rally here as this market should come up for air just a little bit. Not expecting any major breakout or reversal rallies, but we should see this market get a pop here above 417, rally back up here towards these averages where we should see plenty of sellers waiting to step back into this market. Rallies will be sold into in the event of a relief rally, but this corn market has been pretty beat down. Wouldn't be surprised to see this market stay pretty sticky here in this 410 to 420 area. Corn prices should be pretty close to $4 here, and not looking like there's going to be much upside here for this corn market. Look for these prices to continue to get beat down here in the weeks to come. Next up, crude prices slipping a little bit off the weekend open. This market pushing down here, briefly undercutting $80 during the day session today. This market losing some ground, still trading below last week's low, opening the door to some more downside. Sellers are in control here. We should see this crude market continue to bleed out into the 70s here and eventually start pushing down here towards 66.5. At the moment, we continue to see lower highs, and this market is starting to get a little bit slippery down here below $85. Look for the selling pressure to continue here for the crude market. And next up, equity markets showing up this week with a nice strong rally right out the gate. Weekend gap higher here for each of our indexes. We did see each of these futures roll over from that June contract into that September contract. So we are not Didn't see quite as big of a gap as we're seeing here, but still seeing good upside as this market saw a nice jump above last week's highs. Nice strong push into the close here today. Each of our indexes rallying, new all-time highs printing today on the Nasdaq and the Dow. The S&P is just a little bit behind here on the September contract, but we should see those all-time highs come here in a hurry. This market continues to show good strength here today. Good heavy volume buying activity. Lots of good dips being bought up last week. Looking like we should see this market continue to cruise into those all-time highs. This environment remains very strong. Keep that capital working, and we should see more upside here. This uptrend is alive and well. We should see good upside here into the summer. That's all we got for tonight. Thank you everyone for tuning in. We'll catch you guys tomorrow.